Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Costco stock. We're going to be breaking down everything you guys need to understand before investing in this company. We're going to be talking about fundamentals, technicals, and really just my honest opinion about the company. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you guys get anything in value out of this video, please pay with a huge like. It's greatly appreciated. And go ahead and check out my course down below. It's $5. We talk about how to properly understand fundamental technical analysis, how to find undervalued stock, how to retire. We talk about taxes. It's only $5, so make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. It'll be the first link down below. So now, let's jump into it. Roll the intro. Let's go. Here. So now, we all know Costco. Costco is that wholesale retail store that has a membership program where people can kind of sign up and use their stores. It's a really cool business plan, and the company itself is amazing. So now, when evaluating a stock, there's a ton of things to look at. I like to work my way from fundamentals. Fundamentals are like balance sheets, cash on hand, debt, stuff like that the company has. And then technicals are like support, resistance, and kind of fair value, stuff like that. Stuff that is mostly price action. So now I like to work my way from fundamentals to technicals to kind of get a good idea of where the company could go and where the company is at. So now, starting with the fundamentals, let's talk about how much Costco has in cash. Now, when evaluating a company's cash on hand, it's super important. The reason why is because when a company slows down and they don't make as much revenue, they're going to be using this cash to keep the company afloat and continue to grow it. Costco does have quite a bit of cash on hand. They have around $11.7 billion in cash, and this is an overall 44% increase, which is really nice to see. So with everything going on in the whole economy and everything, the whole kind of recession we were just in, now this company is actually profitable. They're saving cash, they're doing everything right, which is really, really good to see. So now, revenue. Costco does make an ungodly amount of money. Now, Costco's total revenue was right around $53 billion, and this was an overall 12.3% increase, which is another really good sign. So now, another thing I do like to look at is the margin rate. So now, looking at Costco's margin rate, they do have a margin rate of around 2.4%. So really what that means is for every $100 Costco brings in as revenue, they profit around $2.40, which may not seem like a lot, but if you compare it to Walmart, Walmart has a margin rate of around 1.5%, and if you compare it to Tesla, Tesla has a margin rate of around 1%. So Costco is a little better than a lot of other stocks, but there's definitely still some room to grow in that, in that little area. So now, the last thing I do like to look at is the P to E ratio. This is also known as the price to earnings. Really what this tool does and this indicator looks at is overvalued territory, or is it a growth or a value stock. So really anything under a 30 is more of a value stock, anything over a 30 is more of a growth stock. And Costco's price to earnings is right at 40. So that is kind of a growth opportunity. And another fantastic thing that Costco does do is they do pay a dividend, which is really nice to see, so you can get some cash flow coming in. Also, Costco has been known in the past to offer a special dividend. Really what that means is they actually pay around $7 per share, and it's just something they do like every 10 years. And some people think that this could be a year that Costco does do another special dividend, which would be really, really good. So yes, with the price to earnings, Costco is technically a growth stock, which is not that big of a deal, but you have to understand there's a little more risk when it comes to, those high growth stocks. So now the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and look at some technical support, resistance, kind of, is there a fair value, should you invest, and everything you guys need to know for the price action. Let's go. Bam. Alrighty guys, so we have ticker symbol COST, that is Costco's ticker. So let's break down support and resistance lines first. You guys can see we do have resistance at around 363 here, and then breaking down more resistance at around 325. Looking at support, the stock likes to use this 200 moving average line, that's this yellow line here, as a support line. You guys can see that almost every time the stock comes in contact with it, we get buying pressure, so it comes in contact with it, buying pressure, comes in contact with it again, buying pressure. So now it is a little above it. So do I think it's going to fall back down to 316 anytime soon? Probably not. I think if anything, we'll just have some more consolidation like we did in here, before the stock falls. Honestly, another cool thing, Costco does pay a 70-cent dividend every quarter, which is really nice to see. You know, it's not a ton of money, but if you have quite a few shares, it adds up pretty quick. And where Costco pays off is growth. Costco has outperformed all the major indexes over the past 10 years, which is really, really good to see. And another cool thing about Costco is it's rated one of the best places to work in the United States. So really what that means is when you have happy employees, often you will make more money because your employees are happy, they come in ready to work, and they don't regret working or hate going in. It's just really, really a good thing to look at is how well their employees are treated. Costco employees are treated really, really well. Now, looking at this, where is my future predictions? I think that this stock could come in contact with around $400 by next year or mid next year, which is really, really strong to see. You know, that would be a nice solid move to $400. You know, and when I say that, I'm saying that if they hit all of their earnings reports, which I think they will do. They've done it in the past, and honestly, they are killing it right now in this recession. Everybody's going to Costco. I'm going to Costco later today and get groceries. But overall, I think Costco is a perfect growth opportunity for investors. I think that this is by far one of the best stocks to get into for dividends and growth. You know, but how should you invest? Should you invest right now, one lump sum of money? Yeah, you could, but the difference is you'd have to invest one lump sum and you wouldn't have to look at it. Don't look at it for, you know, the next 5 years, and I guarantee there will be some growth there. Another way that you guys can do it, if you are scared to try to time the market, is this strategy called dollar cost averaging. Really, what you do is, if let's say you have $5,000 to invest, instead of investing one lump sum of $5,000, you invest $1,000 a month over the next 5 months. So really, what you do is you get a good overall average price for the 5-month span. You know, what this does is if the stock continues to go up in value, you continue to make money. But if the stock falls in value or consolidates here like it does in the past, then you average your price down more. So once the stock rebounds, you make double what you normally would have. So it's just a cool little strategy to use, especially when you invest in a growth stocks. That's one I like to use. But, you know, this is a perfect long-term play. I can definitely see this stock coming up to $400 by mid next year. It's just a great stock to get into. So my rating for this stock is a buy. I think this is a really, really strong long-term investment, which is really good. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Don't forget to go ahead and check out my course. It's $5. First link down below. So now, we'll see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and overall stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.